All right, can you guys hear me now? Yes, no, maybe. Can you hear me? What about now? Can you guys hear me now? Yes, no, up, down. Let me know, guys. I do apologize on this, guys. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Somehow my settings keep getting messed up before I go live. So let's try that again and do this all over. I'm not going to do the introduction, but I will let you know who I am and whatnot. Anyways, I'm your host, Jay, and welcome to another live Man's Night here. Sorry for the technical issues. It happens now. Every time I hit the live button, the settings that I have for my mic switch without my knowledge. I don't know what causes that. Nonetheless, I fixed it, and I'm going to have to do some research later and find out why it keeps doing that. So anyways, welcome to the show, guys. Thank you so much. So anyways, as you guys know, there's a lot of stuff going on. I got to be careful what I say here tonight because obviously we're dealing with, ignorant and uncool individuals. But I want to let you know, I mean, it's good news for me anyways, maybe not for you guys in a sense, but it is good news for me. The certain individuals have such a major obsession with me, believe it or not, they went as far as putting a quote unquote restraining order on me. Yeah, absolutely correct. I have a restraining order on me now. What is it? The police department up that neck of the woods, called me, and they never called me back. When I called them, they never called me back. I have no idea. Anyways, it's a big fucking shit show, and I'm ecstatic. This stuff is just fucking badass. I am so fucking happy and excited of what's coming down the pike when it comes to me in this podcast. This is badass. I mean, I predicted this. I think sometimes I'm psychic. Real talk, guys. I feel like sometimes I'm psychic. I got people putting restraining orders on me. I got people spreading rumors and gaga about me, and again, I cannot wait for the 19th of this month here on Man's Night of all nights for my 2-hour special. I know, Trey Stone, I got you, man. I got you. I'm just letting you know that evidently whatever I'm doing is working and it's getting to them. And they're showing their weakness. And I'm just ecstatic about what's going on. So, I'll keep you guys updated But yep, there's open, I guess you call it a case slash whatever, but it's basically a restraining order. She's fearful of her life. But nonetheless, we are doing big things anyways, and it's going to be a major door opener, if you will, for other doors to open with me and my podcast. This is just awesome. And I predicted this. I swear it's awesome. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate it. This is just amazing. And like I said, I got the 19th 2-hour special. Mark your calendar, guys, people in the chat. Mark your calendars. The 19th is a Friday, if you're not aware of that. Chaz Neal, a.k.a. the Urban Conservative. You're talking about the PPO? Yes, absolutely. And welcome in. Tin Man, what's going on, man? I tell him all the time not to let them know what's coming. Oh, I know, Tin Man, but look, I feel I have to keep you guys updated nonetheless. There's no reason for secrets. It's all over the internet. You have to understand, with all due respect to everybody in the chat, this is what's happening. And it's not me, it's them. So I have a lot of excitement nonetheless. They maybe sound negative to some people, but this is actually good news for me. This is just exactly what the hell I wanted. And here it is. But yeah, PPO is another word for it. But yeah, I'm just ecstatic with this. But moving on. So basically on the 19th, everything that I have going on in my personal life is going to be up on the 19th. Everything. All the rabbits are going to be pulled out of the hat. Full disclosure, I mean, it's a 2-hour special, so I got a lot of things to unpack, a lot of things to show, a lot of things to bring to the table where other people have failed to do so. You know what I mean? And the truth and whatnot is going to be put out there. And I'm just ecstatic, and I want you all to be a part of it. As you guys can see in the description, we're going to be talking about the Clean Slate Initiative, and it's an open mic night too tonight. So anything can happen here, guys, tonight. And if you guys want to get up on the live panel with me, you can do that too as well. But like I said, man's night of all nights, anything can happen. I don't really plan these things because every time I do, they never go as planned. So we're going to be talking about the week in review of all the things that have happened with me and the podcast shows I've done. We're going to be talking about the Clean Slate Initiative, the information that Trey Stone sent to me. That's awesome. I can't wait to dig into that. If you guys have any suggestions that you want to talk about tonight, please put it in here and let me know. But we are doing big things, and this is just going to get bigger and bigger. And I'm excited for all of you. I'm excited for me. This is just epic. This is exactly what I wanted. So with that being said, Tim Man, how you doing anyways? Nonetheless, thank you so much for being in here. Again, I think I said hi to you too. Also, Tammy, thank you so much for being in here. It's just it's amazing. Let me go ahead and respect to you too, Tin Man. Absolutely. What's it say? Let me put the chat up here. Trey Stone says, so restrained from cyberspace. No, I can talk. I'm not restrained for being online. I can't, what is it? How do I break it down? The restraining order is not for my online activity. No. I haven't been silenced. Anyways, let me answer your guys' questions. I appreciate it nonetheless. Trey Stone, you said this. What good is a restraining order with your non-associates anyway? Is it flexing? First off, Tin Man, I can't, because if I say their name, they'll do what they did last time to me, and I can't risk it. So, but the 19th might be a different story. I'll keep you updated on it nonetheless, Tin Man. I just cannot say their name right now, but you know who it is. To answer your question, Trey, what good is a restraining order with your non-associates anyway? Is it flexing? The restraining order is on me only, not you guys or anything like that. If I understand your question, It's not flexing. It's me expressing my feelings, how I feel about it, because actually it is good news for me. If you paid attention and understand what I'm talking about, it'll make sense. But nonetheless, it's this is exactly what I wanted. They basically fell in right to my trap. Keep from saying the name, maybe. Yes, Tin Man, you're right. Then Tin Man said, that's what I'm saying. Yes, okay. Which he doesn't say anyone's names. No, but they're not stupid. They know who I am. They know who I'm talking about. Anyways, it's all good. Thank you guys for so much for being a part of this. Tin Man did say respect on that level, and Tin Man said say their name. Then Tin Man said keep from saying their name, maybe. Yes, but see, the thing is, I could, but I'm not going to risk it. All right. Tin Man said, "What? That's what I'm saying." Okay, great. Thank you, Tin Man. Tammy said, which he doesn't say anyone's names. I don't, but they know who they are. We all know. Absolutely. Oops, I took it down too fast. We all know that was from Tammy. Anyways, there he goes. All right. So with that said, there's you guys' updates. Obviously, more drama, never going away, still here. And I'm the talk of the town and so forth and yada, yada. So I can't wait for the 19th. This is just getting more exciting now because of all the stuff that's going on. I can't wait to do that show. Oh, I got such a major thing coming down the road on that. Man, it's going to be a huge turnout. I have a feeling too. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the clean slate issue. Absolutely, people do love drama, and it sells. Absolutely, and I'm going to give it to them. Tammy said they love drama. Absolutely. And then of course Trey said, "No, I meant are they flexing?" Oh yeah, absolutely. They're doing the Intimidation Act, and it doesn't work with me. Doing petty stuff to you cause they can. Yep. Absolutely. Tin Man said this. I think what Trey is saying is that they're putting restraining order is just their attempt at a flex. No, I get it. Absolutely. Now I get it. They are just whining. Yeah, I'm not going to say it, but absolutely they are. Crimea fucking river. Absolutely. Me, not so much. The truth will set you free, as they say. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tammy, for that. It's a sad situation nonetheless. And, they are saying that I'm not going to get support from anybody when they find out about my record. Well, to clarify that real quick, if you're a taxpayer, you're supporting me. Yeah, absolutely. If you're a taxpayer, you're supporting me. And that will come out on the 19th too as well. So God, the ignorance is just absolutely thick and blissful. I don't get support, but what would you hell you call this, guys? I mean, look at my sub count. I'm almost at 6,000 subs. But again, I buy my subs. So I got a question for you guys in the chat. Truth, Tammy, Tin Man, Trey, how much did I pay you guys to be my sub? Put your price tag in there. I'm curious how much I paid you guys to be in here. Oh, I love it. Love it. Anyways, while you guys are doing that, let's go ahead and get into the share screen real quick. Zero. Tim Min said zero. Absolutely. Tim Min said ha ha, and then Tim Min said zero. Absolutely. Tim Min said, I pay you. Yeah, you're my supporter and my sponsor. Absolutely. Tammy said zero. Well, yeah, because when you sub to me, it doesn't cost a dime. So yeah, that's amazing how, no one supports me or anything of that nature, but I damn near got 6,000 subs. Thanks to the subs too, by the way. That's awesome. I'll never understand it. Anyways, let's get into the topic tonight about the clean slate. I'm going to do the share screen, guys, and get into it real quick. So here we go. Bear with me. Got to do the settings. Really? Not again. Oh, man, some people's children. Allow. Yes, I want to allow it. Come on now. All right. Can you guys hear me? I'm having technical issues. All right. I hope you guys can see this on the screen. Hold on a minute, guys. All right. Let me go ahead and. Okay. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. As you guys can see on your screen, we're talking about the Clean Slate Initiative. Again, all credit goes to Treystone for sending me this. I appreciate it. Let me go ahead and read some things here real quick, which I think this is awesome because, again, this is where a lot of the ideas and whatnot come involved, and I think we should get a part of this or be a part of this anyways. I want to read this to you guys. Listen to this very carefully. Clean Slate Storytellers. Here it is. At their core, Clean Slate policies have transformational impact on people's lives. Absolutely. And it says this: our Storytellers series shares some perspective of people. Tim had said no audio. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Anyways, let me know if you guys can hear me. I see you guys in the comments. Just bear with me. People have been impacted by having a record or firsthand experience working within the criminal legal system. Absolutely. And since 1 in 3 people. Okay. And I'm not playing a video right now. And since 1 in 3 people in America has some kind of record, the stories in our series could just as easy come from someone near and dear you. Absolutely. So there it is, guys. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So this can happen, and we need to work on this to make this a countrywide situation. So pay attention. There's some videos. Our impact. Now look at this. Look at this. These are the states that are doing this. And notice that Florida isn't doing it. Are you surprised? And Washington State, where I'm from, isn't doing it. But Oregon, California, and all other states in the dark blue shaded colors are doing this. Hi, Annie. How you doing? Thank you so much for joining the podcast. I appreciate it, Orphan Annie. Welcome in. Anyways, so with that, clean slate in states. The ones in the highlighted dark blue area are the ones that are doing this. And we need to make this in all states. The Clean Slate Initiative partners with organizations in states to build momentum towards passing clean slate legislation or to support the implementation of laws already enacted. And you can hit this and go get more information. You want to follow these guys, the Clean Slate Initiative. Here it is. Join their email list by clicking this. They're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and TikTok. These people, I mean, this is just absolutely awesome. They've helped, look at it, look at this. They've helped over 5 million people. That is absolutely amazing, guys. Yeah, and absolutely. And the link to this information, Tin Man, is, where did it go? Right here. I'm going to put this link. Hold on a minute, see if I can do this. The link's coming your way right now, guys. There's the link to that website that I was just on. And wow, that's amazing, Orphan. Clean Slate is a bipartisan policy model that works to update and expand eligible for arrest and conviction record clearance if person stays crime-free. So let me ask you guys something then. Let me ask you, Orphan. I've been basically crime-free for 15 years. Do I qualify for something like this? I mean, that's a pretty goddamn good question. Tin Man, are you serious, man? Look at this. Wow. Tin Man, if I could freaking hug you right now, I'd hug you right now. Thank you so much, Tin Man, for that. Are you serious? Thank you, Tin Man. I appreciate you, brother. Wow. You are awesome. Look at that. Let's put his, let's pin it to the top. This is, yeah, absolutely true, Tin Man, Trey. Thank you so much. I think we should. Yeah, absolutely. And again, and this is the thing. I want you guys to pay attention to this. What really gets me is, in order for this to become countrywide, and you guys saw the map, in order for other states to do this, we got to push this, believe it or not, to get the other states to do this. Because if other things can be pushed, this can be pushed. And again, Tammy said this. Only problem is certain offenses don't qualify. Unfortunately, no matter how long you are doing good. I understand that. Now, let's talk about that real quick, Tammy. Did you want to get up on panel, Tammy, and talk about this live with me, or did you still want to stay in the chat? If not, don't matter. But I'm going to ask not just you, Tammy, but I'm going to ask Orphan Annie too as well. Orphan Annie, does this only apply for certain type of crime, such as, I have a violent crime on my record, unfortunately, and that's going to be exposed on the 19th. Does that, because I have a robbery, if you will, on my record, does that work? Let me know. And here's some more stuff. Trey said expungement law varies state to state. Absolutely. Tammy said, sure. Tin Man said, but they should change that so everyone can have a second chance. Absolutely. Let's get Tammy in here. Welcome to the show, Tammy. How you doing?
Doing okay. How are you?
Oh, I'm I'm doing.
Yeah, that's kind of my mode tonight. So, but yeah, that's the problem. Like, we expunge a lot of stuff here in Texas, but there are some things that they just won't bend on. And one of the fights that we have the uphill battle with is the very thing that is most affected by these laws that keep you on a registry for the rest of your natural breathing life.
Yeah. No, I get it. So let me ask you. I'm just going to ask you because this is how we learn. I'm not like 100% certain on this, so I'm going to ask you. If you don't know, then I'll ask somebody else. But do I qualify for this to possibly happen with me?
I would say yes, because your crimes weren't involving direct contact with any given person. Your alleged crimes. Let me rephrase that. Alleged.
Well,
crimes.
the robbery that I have on my record is a violent crime. So
yes, but I'm talking about like
the other stuff.
The other stuff is not like, I don't know. I'm frustrated with the system because how do they ever expect anything to get better? This is a philosophy I live by, and people can like me or not like me. I don't really care, but you cannot teach love with hate.
Oh, absolutely.
You cannot teach right with wrong. Mm-hmm. You can't teach these things. I was just watching a video before you came on live about racism, and it was a little kid that his mom asked him what color he was, and he said peach. And then she says, well, what color is your best friend? He said brown. And she said, what color is so and so, some lady at his school? She's brown. He goes, and the mom says, well, what's the difference between a peach person and a brown person? And the little boy, I mean, he couldn't have been no more than 6. He looked at her. He said, absolutely nothing.
See?
So my point is, all this crap that we feed ourselves and we label everything and we teach and we shove down each other's throats
Yeah.
like it's so damn difficult
Mm-hmm.
to just do what's right.
Yeah.
Why is it so difficult to do what's right?
Yeah.
Just do
Well,
what's right.
yeah. I mean, like for Orphan Annie saying this, Ephesians 4:32. If you understand the Bible and whatnot,
I
be
do.
be kind to one another. Absolutely. Tender-hearted, forgiving one another as God in Christ forgave you. See, but nobody can do that. You'd be amazed how many people can't do that. So, and Orphan Anne said this: you cannot teach love without forgiveness. Even the Bible talks about it. Absolutely. And I just said, and then here's some more. Thank you, Orphan. Appreciate you over there. Mark 11:25. And whenever you stand praying, forgive if you have anything against anyone, so that your Father also who is in heaven may forgive you your trespasses. Absolutely. And I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I'm not perfect. No one is. I have sinned multiple times and whatnot. And but I do know right from wrong, and I do know what I'm supposed to do and not do. I'm a grown ass man. I mean, man, think about it. I'll be 50 this coming July. It's time to grow up. And obviously, certain people obviously can't do that, and that's where I stand on it. And again, none of this stuff surprises me. What's your take on all that, Tammy?
It's just like we have so many aging in the prison system
Mm-hmm.
that what is a 70-year-old something man or somebody that's confined to a wheelchair or somebody that's sick with cancer,
Mm-hmm.
send them home to their families, put them on house arrest.
Yeah,
Do
that's
they
the
really need to be in a box, in a
yeah,
cage, in a
yeah.
building where you can't afford to give them the proper medical treatment
Mm-hmm.
they need
Great
to
point.
at least die humanely
Yeah. Again,
with their families?
what does a person of that statue have to be threatened with?
I mean,
People
I
age
don't
out.
know. I just see so many better ways.
People
Like,
age out.
and why these bonds that they set so high and everything, and then if you do get a bond, oh, you got to wear an ankle monitor. Well, that's a form of detention and arrest, if you ask me. You're
Well,
having to call into the court. You can't go certain places. You
mm-hmm.
can't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You I mean, like, it's like another form of arrest to me. I As a free person, I don't have an ankle monitor on me.
Right.
They're not monitoring my every move. I'm not having to call a court officer. My husband did it for 6 years
Yeah.
while awaiting trial.
It's amazing.
And got none of that put towards this time.
It's amazing.
Why? Why are they allowed to continuously do this? And I love this. I'm glad Trey put it up there because there's a lot of people with other crimes that will benefit from this. But once again, we're leaving out a whole sect of
Wow.
population that's not going to get the benefit
Yeah.
of a program like this because they
No.
don't qualify. That's like saying you can't buy a house because you're poor.
Right.
You're poor, and so we're going to rob you with rental rates that are outrageous
Hmm.
instead of finding a solution to get you into some kind of program to rent to own.
Yeah.
Through the government. They could
But
do that, but they would rather have empty houses dilapidated, having them become havens for crime,
yeah, and
honestly.
right, and you know
Well,
what? Like, go ahead, Tammy.
oh,
Sorry.
it's okay. It's just like they're going to be like havens for crime.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of taking something that could be made positive for the whole benefit of everyone,
Yeah.
they're not going to do that.
Yeah, and you know what's funny, and it's sad to say because like this ankle monitor bull crap and all these stipulations and restrictions when you're on probation or even parole for that matter, you can't do what you want to do. And if you want to do something, say for example, you found a kick ass, and this has happened to me. Let's say you found a kick ass high paying job, but it's out of county. So what that means is you got to get on the phone or go down to your probation officer or your parole officer and say, "Hey, I got this going on for me. Can you give me a pass so I can go down there and get this job?" I mean, it's literally sad to you got to go to a grown ass man, ask permission to go do this job that you found. And if you don't comply to all the things and tell all the details and this and that, chances of you getting this job is going to be slim while you're on paper. So there is no, how do I put it? There is absolutely no way to really truly get a second chance at life on all levels and grounds until you're off paper. And I think that should be taken away. I don't think we have the right to put people on probation for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, if not some for life, for a petty ass crime that you already served time for. Tammy?
Yeah, no. I think at some point you have to go, okay, this person has not only done their time, but they've showed to be productive.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to take people that have something to really offer to the world, to things, and you're going to take that away from the rest of the world because there are a lot of people in there that do have skills to offer that.
Oh yeah, you'd be amazed how smart some of these people
don't
are.
want to do and don't
Absolutely.
know how to do.
Absolutely, you're correct. I mean, like for example, I've been down. Some of those people inside those jails and prisons are smarter than you realize. They have so many skill sets and everything, and they're just sitting there going to waste. Everything's going to waste.
Skilled trades is a job area that a lot of the younger awesome generations coming up, they're not wanting to work in those job sectors anymore because it's physical labor. Yeah, but our craftsmen and things like that, a lot of people that are incarcerated know how to do cabinetry is a good one. It's a dying craft.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is an absolute dying craft.
Yeah.
But there are trades out there that desperately need workers. And used to be you could go into the military in lieu of going to prison, or you could go do this, or you could go do that. But they don't even, that's not even a option now.
Yeah, look at Trey Stone's comment. I want to grow up, but the man keeps me down. No place to rent, no job. They are bloodless killing folk. Yeah. They need to lock me up or let me go, not in between. Give me liberty or give me death. God, I hate to say it, but that is so true.
It is very true, 100%.
Scary. And I care about you, Trey. I mean, I got a lot of love and respect for over there in your neck of the woods, and I feel you, brother. I've been there, done that. I know what it's like, man. You feel like you're suffocating.
And not only that, your family's suffocating right along with you, or anybody that loves or cares about you. Yeah. And it tears your world apart on both ends.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you don't only have the system weighing down on you. You got the haters and the trolls and other people causing more problem with you too.
I have so much respect for you, Tim, and what your skill set.
Me too.
And your thinking. And the process of wanting to take something that you have an expertise and knowledge in and to guide others.
Absolutely, Tim,
to help them get up off of their knees to be able to stand on their own.
I'm tired of freaking put my head in the sand. I think we need to come out of the woodwork, and I think we need to stand. I have a lot of passion in this, as you guys could probably tell. I know you do too, Tammy and Tin Man. Everybody in the chat tonight's got passion in this. I think we should take this to the next level. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think like the little meeting we had the other night, I think we need to sit down and get some things like lined out, get some people
Yeah.
on board,
Yeah.
and really get this organized and do like almost a grass not almost we need to be better than a grassroots movement.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
need to get other people that are on the list and go to them, sit in their houses. Churches do it all the time. Why can't we go to their house and knock on their door and say, "Hey, I'm not an enemy, I'm a friend.
Yeah.
I'm an ally in this. What can we do to help? Where
Yeah.
are you in your journey? Do you have a job? Do you
Yes.
have this? We have these resources. Here you go.
Well,
Here's
and
how we can help. And this is all we want. All we ask for you
well,
is
and
to stand up and support back
what
and
gets
pay
me
it forward."
is right. Absolutely, spot on, Tammy. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that. But what gets me the most? 1 second before I lose my thought here. Orphan said this. Have you thought about studying law in college? To be honest with you, yes and no. I thought about taking courses and all that, but look, I don't know how to say this without sounding all weird and whatnot. No, I haven't taken any, but I thought about it. There's your answer. Sorry. But where was I going with this? Anyways, I totally believe in what you're saying, Tammy. And I think that we need to get rid of a lot of the restrictions in our life as a whole when it comes to felons. Because since when does felon, the word or the term felon, dictate our life anyways? Since when does our record have to be dictating? It shouldn't. Since when does government control us? I thought we had control of the government, and our system and the courts and just everything in general. So I don't know. I don't know. I think if we take the power away from government and we get the power back in ourselves, I think things will be so much better. Tammy, what do you think?
Yeah, I believe that. And my whole thought process is not necessarily recruiting, but kind of. I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but if we were able to go in our local areas, get the registry, people that are on the registry, go to their houses, talk to them, let them know what we're trying to inspire change in, and keep continuing to bring more people on board, at least
Yes.
invite them to the show, to the podcast, let them speak anonymously if they want to remain that way, but showing them that there's a lot of power. All their family members vote. All
Yeah.
their family members has voices. And when we're talking 1 in 3 people is incarcerated, that's a lot of vote.
Look at that comment right
That's
there.
vote that could get people out of office. And I'm going to tell you something. We need to show for movement, not only to get rid of the registry, not only to set term limits, not only
Oh
to
yeah,
get the
absolutely.
hearsay rule defined differently than it is now or get rid of it altogether. We need to
I
start
agree.
saying that DAs and attorneys and judges, anybody that's a public elected official or works in a public capacity in any way, shape, or form, they have to be 100% total transparent.
Oh, absolutely.
100%. No more
They
of
need.
this hiding behind their doors and their
They
little
need.
private parties
You just took the
and
words out of
having
my
all
mouth.
the crap that they do,
Yeah.
hiring prostitutes or
Yeah.
getting busted for
Imagine
beating the
that.
hell. There was one judge, a federal judge, he beat his wife so bad, handfuls of her hair were in the hotel room when they went and arrested him. And
Wow.
there were drugs in there and there was alcohol. I mean, he was intoxicated, drugged up, and beating the hell out of his wife.
Holy shit.
Grabbing patches of her hair were on the floor.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, but yet you are competent enough to sit in a damn chair behind a piece of wood with a gavel and decide thousands of people's
Yeah.
futures.
Yeah. Yeah. Under our dime too, by the way.
F that and all it writes and carries. I don't care anymore. Come get me. I am here to say there are racists, bigots that run this shit. And I'm
Absolutely.
done. I'm
I know.
over it.
Me too. Me too. Trey Stone said this: I could inherit my dad's electronics business, but I have no true electronics education. Tin Man, did you see Trey Stone's comment? Maybe we can work with. Oh, look, Tin Man just responded back to that comment. Look at that. This is what teamwork looks like, guys. I will help you, Trey. So, Trey, you're not alone, my friend. You got help. You got backup. We're here for you, man. Don't worry about it. That's awesome. Thank you, Tin Man, for standing up. This is what we need. This is exactly what we need. So, proof in the pudding, right here in the chat. You can't make this up. This is what it's supposed to look like. Stop the hate. But anyways, I got a special Imagine That segment that I want to get out of the way before we go any further, guys, because it's been a few weeks since I've done an Imagine That segment. If you don't know what a Imagine That segment is, basically it makes you say, after I'm done with my little segment, imagine that, and there's a reason, a rhyme behind it, a rhyme, a reason behind it. So let me go ahead and let me get that underway so we can get that on wraps. And then the rest of the night for this podcast, anyways, is open mic night, where we can talk about anything, the week of all of our shows that we've done, whatever's on your mind, guys. The open mic night is for all of us tonight. So here's your shot. Here's your chance. Get your comments, questions ready, and I will be right back when we do this Imagine That segment. So here it is, my Imagine That. Welcome to another edition of Imagine That. I wanted to get this done and out of the way because I think it's very important to what's going on in not just my life, but hopefully this message, if you will, for all of you will be beneficial in some form or fashion, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you went through it in some way or another. And before I go any further, Tammy, I know I put you in the green room, but you're still here. I just wanted to do this real quick and I'll bring you back up. Okay. So anyways, the Imagine That message is this, and I want you guys to really pay attention to it, because it's not just for me, it's for all of you out there that's going through this. So it's for everybody. But I'll put it this way, short and sweet. Life can throw us curveballs, every single one of us. Look what's happening to me. Look what's happening to you. Look what's going on with the system doing all this negative stuff to you guys, and you guys can't do nothing and live and survive and the whole 9 yards. A lot of that stuff can be avoided. A lot of that stuff can be fixed. But the problem is, no one really has the initiative, if you will, to fix it. They're scared or intimidated or something along those lines. Same thing with your friends that we supposedly have. So this message is for all of you. Now, I have friends here tonight. I can trust them. I don't have any bad vibes about anybody. But again, keep in mind, I have been screwed, blued, and tattooed by a series of people, which makes me have trust issues, obviously. But the only way we can, get around that is to, I guess, be a better person and figure out who your true friends are and all of that. And there's an old saying, as you guys probably know, you got to keep your friends close and obviously your enemies closer. And obviously I have a buttload of enemies. I have more enemies than I have friends. So with that said, this message is for all of you that are going through something like with me. The whole point of this is that you better make sure that you can pick and choose your friends wisely, because you cannot, obviously with me, you cannot trust anybody. So make sure that if you're going to have a friend in your life, don't put your trust in them until you figure them out. Only you know if this person is a good person or not. And, it's the same thing with some ingredients that you have inside your house. Salt and sugar are the same. They look the same, but they don't taste the same. And the only way you can taste that is to put one of them in your mouth to figure out which one's the salt and which one is the sugar. I hope you guys understand what I'm getting at on that. So you can't trust everything just by looks only. Okay. You have to make sure you do your homework so you don't get hurt and screwed like me and others. I hope this message is fitting for all of you out there that understand that even with me, even with you, somebody out there is going to screw you over. And I'm hoping that it doesn't happen. But if it does happen, I'm hoping you're prepared for the consequences that come along with it. These people are out to hurt us, and it's a mental condition. And believe it or not, I did a podcast on it. It's called sadism. Look up the word sadism on Google, and that's what these people are doing. They suffer from sadism. All right. So again, make sure that when you put salt or sugar on your items at home, make sure that you're putting salt and sugar because they both look the same. And I hope you guys understand that message. With that said, that's why I say, gosh, imagine that. Welcome back to Man's Night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for letting me explain to you guys about the little Imaginette segment. I'm going to try to get more involved in that in these Man's Night shows. But the one that's coming up on the 19th, I will not be doing a Imaginette segment because I just got so much to explain and tell. But anyways, Orphan Annie gets in here and says, I think it's cruel and unusual punishment to lock a man/woman up for 23 a day while not put those low-risk prisoners to work in a factory during the day or something. Yeah. Well, and again, keep in mind, we're supposed to have classes. We're supposed to have, all this educational stuff in our prisons. But DOC keeps saying that they have to cancel these classes or these schools because it's not in the budget. And I've said numerous times, let me get Tammy back in here. Sorry, Tammy. Welcome back, Tammy. They say it's not in the budget, but we all know that's a lie. There's $400+ billion in our system right now. And believe it or not, that's enough money to open up classes, enough money to do schooling, enough money for just an array of things, but they don't want to do it. Why? Because the honest truth is it takes away from their profits. Tammy?
Oh, yes, it does. There was an article put out. It's in one of my groups on Facebook that I'm part of for the TDCJ. And there was an article put up where Securus is about to go under.
Are you serious?
Financially. And how? Ooh. Tell me how. I'd like to know how, because those damn calls are expensive. Those stamps to do the e-messaging and the videos and all that.
It's majorly overpriced.
Under, why the hell are they going under?
That's a good question.
Some digging we need to do there because something's not right in the water.
Yeah. Well, the owner of Securus is supposedly a sports owner. I don't know if it's basketball or baseball. And it's so hard to get a hold of him. You don't really talk to a live person anyways if you have a problem with Securus.
No, you don't.
So, yeah, you can't get a hold of them.
And they're connected with JPay, so I don't get it like they're hand in hand. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because, they connect together. I don't know. Something's just not right there. But I say you always follow 3 things. Mm-hmm. Money.
Oh, yeah.
Sex and clout. Control, power, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
People in positions of power. And if you follow the money and the sex, you're going to find out what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and like I said, money is the root of all evil, and we're dealing with evil. It is. Absolutely.
It is. I mean, I don't understand it. They're making money off the backs of In Texas, most of the jobs are like, here's a hoe, here's the land, get
Yep.
at it.
Yep.
And I mean, I'm serious. I'm not
No,
kidding.
you're
Like
right.
it's farm field work, and
Mm.
they're
10
making
minutes.
money off of them just like slaves all over again.
Right on, Tin
It's
Man.
terrible.
Spot
It's
on.
terrible.
Yeah.
What did he say? Because I can't see any of the chat. I don't know.
Okay.
That's my phone.
Tin Man said this: all we have is a library with outdated books. Absolutely. Spot on. Orphan Annie says a true friend is more rare than a fine gem. Absolutely. Find one real friend, it is a blessing. And I believe that. But if you find any more during your lifetime, it is a miracle. Wow. Orphan Annie, thank you. So true.
Yes, it is.
Tin Man said this, and this is open mic now for the rest of the night. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. Tin Man said this, but why would they do that instead of lining their own pockets? That's a great question. Did you want to answer that, Tammy?
About what? About
what you were talking about. I'm assuming that's what he was.
With Securus, maybe?
Yeah, probably Securus.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense. Like, I'm a numbers person, so it has to make sense for me numbers wise. Like, I know they're charging a group load. You almost have to donate an organ to afford the phone and video and all that crap. They're pushing all this digital, all these video visits with all the counties here in Texas. Most of the county jails are through video visit now. You can't even go sit between glass. They don't have contact visits. So they're making even more money. So what's the deal?
Yeah.
I mean, something's not right with
that.
Then
all of it's, if they're shutting down, it can't be a money thing because they're making killer profit. So maybe it's a complaint thing. Maybe they've gotten so much complaints, or maybe it's they got caught doing price gouging. I mean, I'm just going to throw all these options out. I don't know. I haven't seen the news on it. If you have any information on it, Tammy, send it to me. I like to know what's going on with that. That's interesting.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Trayman said, ex-cops tell me how they thought making the arrest was the important and good thing. Ethnics were never considered, like suspects are presumed guilty or they would be suspects. Absolutely.
Here you go.
Maybe we should open a prison operated by ex-prisoners. Ooh, that would be awesome. Go ahead, Tammy. That would be awesome.
Securus Technologies, a prison phone communications company, has been in the red for years due to predatory practices, interest payments, and management fees. In 2017, Platinum Equity, a California-based buyout firm, acquired Securus for $1.6 billion. Securus has been in the red for the last few years due to interest payments on a debt taken out by Platinum Equity, as well as the managed fees it must pay the firm.
Wow.
That's, I can imagine that right there.
Man, I should have did that instead.
That sounds like some criminal shit to me. That sounds like, okay, so we reorganized by getting bought out, and then we took out an enormous loan that we can't pay back, and now we're going to, like, blame it on the other guy that had it before we did, but yet we knew we were buying out a failing company.
I thought they were just, didn't this company
and they were like making a killing?
Yeah, didn't this company just get started not too long ago and took over JPay? They took over JPay.
I don't know. All I know is when I signed up for Securus for Rick's stuff, I had to link that and the JPay together, so they're connected somehow.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of Walmart and Lowe's, and I can't tell you how I know this, but they're connected somehow.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
Believe it. Let me tell you, everywhere you go, if you go to small town America, there's a Walmart and a Lowe's. What's up with that?
Wow.
They shut down all the home stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Orphan Annie said this at Tin Man. So this is directed to Tin Man. At Tin Man, the prisoners have to depend on the commissary. Absolutely. And they shouldn't, but they do. That's another price gouging company. Commissary to buy their own food because the prisoners get the bare minimum. Absolutely. I did a show on that. It is disgusting to think the prison is making money off of the commissary. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Orphan Annie, for that. It's a business, guys. It's a multi-billion-dollar business, and it's never going to go out of business as long as this shit is continuing. I think we, the people, should have access and power of these prisons and control them. That's how I look at it, because government can't get the job done.
So the owner of Platinum Equity is Tom Gores, Gores. So I'm going to say the military phonetics.
Mm-hmm.
G Golf, O Oscar, R Romeo, E Echo, S Sierra. Gores.
Okay.
Gors. And his alma mater was Michigan State University, is the chairman and CEO of Platinum Equity LLC, owner of Palace Sports and Entertainment.
That's what I thought. Wow. So he's not doing bad money-wise. He's
based out of Beverly Hills, California.
Oh, imagine that.
Founded in 1995.
Imagine that. I got to do it now.
And now they got regional offices. They're so broke. Wait, hang on. They're so broke that they have regional offices in Boston, Greenwich, Connecticut. We all know that's a very nice, cush neighborhood. And New York City. We know that's not cheap. London and Singapore. And the list goes on and on.
God. So he can't be financially strapped. He must be doing pretty good financially.
Oh, the CEOs and chairmen always are. It's the little people.
So what's making them go out of business then?
Yeah, because I don't know. Now I gotta dig a little deeper.
Oh, you're good.
Go ahead.
Tin Man said this: Beverly Hills. Good think he's living in the hood and barely scraping by. LOL. Right on, Tin Man. Oh man, Orphan Annie. I love that name, by the way. Here it is. The prison is crooked system controlling crooked prisoners. Yeah. It is a mess from the inside out. No pun intended.
It gets better. So Palace Sports and Entertainment, which is owned by Mr. Gore, is a privately held American company that owns and operates sports and entertainment venues. Imagine that.
Oh,
the company was founded in 1988 by Bill Davidson, who purchased the Detroit Pistons in 1974.
Oh, wow.
Tom Gores is the current owner of PS&E. Wow. Which is based in Auburn Hills, Illinois. PS&E's largest subsidiary is the Detroit Pistons of the National Basketball Association.
Oh, man.
I wonder how many of his incarcerated players he's ever helped out.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Gore, if you hear this, we'd be interested to hear some of this on there. We'd like to know.
I like to have him up on my
show. The connections go.
I like to have him on the show. Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that be nice? You're invited anytime. We'd love to know why Securus is in the red, and what do you intend to do to help these families of incarcerated people?
I've spent so much money on Securus, it's unreal.
Yeah, and then there's another one called HomeWave. That's the one I had to use while he was in county. It was a lot of fun.
Tim Man said this: prisoners would be good recruits for the team. Absolutely.
Yes, they would.
And you know what's funny? And here's something I want to add.
The money more.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would trust them more, and I would trust somebody that's never been in prison. I know that sounds crazy. I would trust a ex-felon or ex-prisoner or convict, however you want to look at it, than I would somebody else that's not. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Tin Man. Well, guys, I'm at the top of the hour. I'm past my time now. Again, like I said, thank you guys so much for joining and being a part of the show. I don't know if you want to talk after the show, Tammy. Did you want to stay in or go tonight?
That's fine. Hey, I got something I want to say real quick.
Go ahead, real quick.
This was brought up to me, and I want y'all to all think about this. So with this whole registry mess, How many people do we live amongst that aren't on the registry that are actual future
Yeah.
registrants or
Yeah.
may never be registrants but need to be?
Mhm. Yeah. You'd be amazed. I mean, well, again,
I'm just
there's,
saying.
yeah. Yeah. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Tammy. Did you want to stay after, or do you want to go?
Sure. That's
Or I
fine.
can always call you on the phone too. I mean, because I got things I got to do. But
Yeah,
um,
that's fine.
okay.
Either way.
Well, anyways, I wanted to give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Orphan Annie, thank you so much for being a part of this show. I appreciate you over there. Trey Man, you too. Tin Man, thank you so much for your donations. Again, you are awesome. I respect you more than you know. Again, if I give you a hug, I would. But anyways, with that being said, Orphan Annie said this real quick, and I'm going to bounce out of here. When you hire a felon, you know what you got. All others have their own skeletons in the closet. Absolutely. Orphan, you're so true on that. Absolutely spot on. Thank you so much, Orphan, for that. Well, with that said, guys, I'm your host, Jay. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this epic podcast. Again, guys, make sure through the whole week you watch me, but don't miss the 19th coming up. It is the special 2-hour show where me fully disclose myself and come out. All of the beans basically are going to be spilled on the 19th, and I can't wait for that. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for tuning in and being a part of the show. Love and respect every single one of you. Again, my name is Jay, and I will see you guys on the next one. Good night, everybody. Take care. Peace.